This is Austin's. Operations here. I noticed that you own a couple business.
Yep.
Right.
You know, they sit down at a dinner table with a seller, and if the seller doesn't want to list their property, it's a dead lead, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So we train our agents, you know, to understand the world of investing and how to wholesale and how to find cash buyers, and like, you know, we give them all of our tools and resources to be able to do that.
Is this kind of like the money pit? What is this right here?
Thing is that Arizona is the most competitive market in the country, right? But so we're basically getting about 1 million to 2 million records at a time. We skip trace all that data.
100 grand a month. Whoa, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
So you must be killing it then.
What's going on, everybody? Austin Zaback here with another episode of the Austin Zaback Show. We have a special guest today, Chuckits, and I'm probably still pronouncing your name wrong, so I do apologize.
You did a pretty good job.
I did a better job that time. Okay. You know, look, guys, this guy is somebody who's been in real estate for over a decade. Last year alone did over $100 million in total sales volume. Very humble dude. How did you end up realizing that? Like, I feel like that's like something that I feel like a lot of people, their ego gets in the way or their whatever, you know, their pride, and they're not able to like look in the mirror and realize, you know, their strengths and their weaknesses. There's so many. I don't think I've ever met an entrepreneur that got that figured out the first time.
And if you're the smartest guy in the room, then there's actually a problem.
So what are you doing right now for your agent?
Everything that we do is 100% profit. Yeah. So it's like, okay, should I liquidate this and make, you know, $2 million? Right at the end of the day. So like Joey, this guy, he doesn't want to be in front of the camera. He doesn't need to be, because he's a part of the team, right?
He's gonna have a big rental portfolio, own a couple free and clear, have a couple with a mortgage on them, like 40% LTV, you know,
which is great.
Yeah, you know, and but very similar. You know, I do eventually want to own a lot more rentals, but I want to do it the right way, and so I really like that strategy. I think it's a really cool strategy. And when you were buying those properties over time, I'd imagine you bought those 6 properties over the last, what, decade?
But what I did was, this is during the short sale period. That's how I got my first deal. I found out where the owner lived through, you know, the county, right? Went out and knocked on their door and said, hey, look, let me short sell your home. So when did you pick up this property?
This is when or what?
Yeah, when did you pick it up?
90 days ago, maybe, or no, 60 days ago, something like that. You have to step. I can open that door too, if it's easier, or you can come back here.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. This is just like live block. So this is cool, man.
Yeah, so this is so we're actually doing an addition. So there was like this whole back of, there was actually like a big patio.
Yeah.
Like just a crappy looking patio back here. And then we basically tore it all off. Matter of fact, you can see right there.
Yeah.
So tore off the patio, and then this is going to be like a big master bedroom and bathroom addition. And like the kitchen's actually going to come out further too. So like this, all this brick.
What was the original color?
Like, dude, like freaking tan. It looked horrible.
Oh.
It was like, it almost was like this color right here, like pinkish. And so it was like all tan, and my partner is like, dude, it would look really dope if we did like an exposed like brick look.
Yeah, it's that natural look.
That natural look, yeah. And so he's like, dude, let's sandblast the whole thing. So he sandblasted it, sandblasted the outside. I think it turned out really good.
So what'd you end up picking this thing up for?
400 grand.
And what are the comps in this neighborhood?
We could probably sell this for 700 grand. Yep. Okay. So it's going to cost rehab will be anywhere from probably 130 to 150 on this one.
That's a pretty
because we're doing the addition. Mm-hmm. So figure 400 grand, say it's 150, you're at 550, 25, 30 grand in holding costs and other fees, you're looking at 100 grand.
And what is the average income in this neighborhood?
Probably nothing crazy. You know, this is an up and coming area though, so we're in 85032. So if you just go over 40th Street, I'll show you two more properties over there. Paradise Valley Village, like mall, they're redoing it like 3 miles from here. Okay. So the income is coming up. I mean, it's you know, over time, like more and more money is moving into this area.
Yeah.
You know, because they're being pushed. Essentially, think of where we just came from, like my office.
Yeah.
You know, that's too expensive now, right?
So it's coming this way.
It's coming this way. Yep.
Okay. So are we heading east?
We're heading west.
West. Okay.
Yep.
So this
Yep.
is west. Okay.
Exactly. So if we kept going west, we'd eventually end up at like the Cardinals Stadium where you were talking about. And
Okay.
everything like that. It'd take a half an hour, but we'd eventually get there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. So right now, basically, this wall came all the way out. It looked really janky. We had like another wall over here, and we were basically like, let's just open it up. So you'll have to remember this floor plan because I'm going to take you to another house in a little while with this same basic floor plan, and it's like more finished. So you'll kind of see like how it'll look. But they're going to be blowing this wall out, and so the kitchen will be bigger than the one I'm going to show you in a little while. Okay. So this will actually be a really cool one. So you have an island here, refrigerator, open concept, and then this will get blown out. This will all be kitchen, and then that'll be like master bedroom over there.
Okay. So obviously the island, the sink is going to be here. Who's coming up with this, the concept and the ideas here, the drawings and the rendering?
We got plans approved through our architect. Okay. So there's actually plans. I don't know if they're laying around here anywhere, the field copy, but basically we sat down with our architect. So we've done quite a few flips in this zip code, and they're all pretty similar. So we kind of like this zip code lately because we kind of know the numbers, you know. So I'll show you. We'll drive by a couple different ones, and I'll show you. They're all like basically when so John F. Long built these houses back in like the 1970s. Yeah. And he built them all pretty much the same. So you either have like a 2-car carport or you have a 1-car garage. Those were like your options back then, right? And then they're all like 1,200 square, like 1,000 to 1,200 square feet, like 3-bed, 2-bath, or 2-bed, 1-bath. Yeah. And those were kind of the options. And so now everybody wants a 4-bed, 3-bath, you know? So everybody's like blowing them out and doing the addition and everything like that. So there's actually quite a bit of profit to be made on these if you can get them at the right deal, you know?
And what year were these homes built?
This one was probably built in 1978, if I had to take a guess. So now we have project managers that are really good and we really trust them. So yeah, so this will be, you know, a bedroom basically right here. Obviously we'll have a closet. And you know, these ones you keep pretty simple. Yeah. So I mean, again, you know, light, ceiling fans, whatever. And then dude, look at all this sand from doing the sandblast. Freaking nuts. No, that's crazy. Yeah. So this technically was the original master. Wow. So you got the bathroom right here. And basically, the way they designed it was like there was like a big pop out right here, and I don't know why they did it like that. So we kind of blow the pop out. It's like basically just like hollow behind it, right? Yeah. You can kind of see where it was, and the shower was here. So we blow that out, and then this will be kind of an open concept shower. You'll have a single vanity toilet, so we'll leave this. And then this can be like mother-in-law or whatever, you know, once you have the actual addition, the actual master. And when's the turnaround time on something like this? These are a little longer because we're doing the addition. You know, if we weren't building the addition, we could turn this around in 60 to 90 days at the most. Yeah. When you start doing the addition, then we've got to get the permits. So this particular one, they declined our permits 3 different times. Wow. Yeah. So in this particular neighborhood, like, even though we'll sell this at like 700 grand, you don't really have to go too crazy on like the finishes and everything. It'll still be really nice. We'll do quartz counters, we'll do white shaker cabinets. It's just not a big deal within this price market. So. They're not looking for like the smart home in this particular neighborhood. You know, now if we were to go 3 miles east, then they're looking for all that, right? Then they want to know like, okay, is it a smart home? Do the lights turn on and off on your phone? Like, you're gonna sell it better if you do that. However, in this neighborhood, they want 4 bedrooms, right? They do. 3 bathrooms, so that's important. So. Very, very important, yeah. Because if we were to just remodel this home without the addition, buying it at 400 grand wouldn't have been a deal. Really? Yeah, so like that acquisition price only made it a deal with the addition. So if we would have bought it at 400 and remodeled it, it'd probably been like a $50,000 remodel, and it would have only sold at like 500. Maybe 520, you know, something like that. It's not worth our time. Not really. I mean, we could have probably still squeezed 20 or 30 grand out of the flip, but by doing this, we take our 30 grand profit and make it 100 grand profit. I know, right? Just get a little bit clipped here and there. All right, so we bought this one for $420. Okay, $420, and then we're putting about $60,000 into it. We're redoing the pool and we're doing like a hot tub, and then we already pre-sold it actually, so it closes in 10 days. So my partner ended up having a buddy that he went to high school with. It's like, dude, I want it.
Yeah.
And so he actually started picking out some of the finishes and stuff, and now we're just kind of flipping it for him.
Okay.
And we already have the profit built into that number.
So this one's coming out to about 480. Yep. Now we're probably
sold it for 575.
575.
Yep.
Okay. So why is this one a little bit cheaper when this is more closer to Scottsdale area?
It's this weird little cul-de-sac right here. There's like 2 cul-de-sacs in this, and you'll see. We're gonna go to another house like 2 streets over. Yeah. But these houses were built by a different developer way back in the day. So for whatever reason, these 2 cul-de-sacs, just the comps aren't there.
So is this how many bedrooms, bathrooms on
3, 2.
Okay, probably that's the reason why. If it was 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, it'd be more.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, because we're not doing an addition or anything to this one. So it's just 1,200 square feet, super small. So we're keeping this one really simple. Yeah. So this one, you know, really not doing a ton to it, and I would say like half of that budget that we were talking about is the pool. Where we got to redo the pool, and then we're doing like a putting green like in the very back, and so landscape and everything like that. So that's where that cost comes from.
What are you paying for rehab? Price per square foot?
It just depends on the level of rehab. You know,
something like this.
Something like this, probably $30, $35 a square foot.
That's so cheap. Yeah. Like Vegas right now is about 55 a square foot.
That's not including like if you start getting into like the pool and stuff like that, right? That's just simply flooring, paint, fixtures, cabinets, like
just the basics.
The basics, exactly. And this one didn't really need much. We obviously painted it. We obviously all new cabinets, everything like that. We did doing some new light fixtures, new fixtures, stuff like that. The flooring was already here, so we got away with that. So yeah, not a ton.
I noticed that you have like these cabinets right here. These are like the full overlay European cabinets.
Yeah.
For something like this in Las Vegas, on the flip side, we wouldn't do it. It'd just be white shaker cabinets. Is this kind of like the standard here?
This is because my partner pre-sold it to his buddy from high school.
Got it.
So he wanted these cabinets, and so we did them. So the next house we go to, which is actually where I'm living right now, which I'm turning into a rental, has white shaker.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
So we typically do white shaker. White shaker is like our go-to under $1 million. Okay. Over $1 million, then you got to start getting more custom, you know.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Again, really simple, you know. Carried the same cabinetry in here. Got a nice walk-in shower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty much standard, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys are just in and out.
We're in and out, yeah. So this one we literally bought like 30 days ago.
Yeah.
And we're almost done. Like it closes in 10 days.
Now, are you paying cash for these things, or you're just hard money?
It depends. Mostly hard money. Every now and then we'll pay cash.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends on if we have our cash tied up somewhere else. You know, we get really good hard money.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got like buddies that have like a $50 million hard money fund.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, another bedroom back there, and then another bedroom around the corner. Again, 2-car garage, really simple. So the majority of our budget on this one is getting eaten up from back here, because the guy, he wanted the pool to be redone, and then he also wanted like, so basically we got to rip all this out, redo the plaster, and then we're doing like a little putting green back here, and then like a hot tub over there.
Wow, so it's a pretty decent sized pool.
It's actually not bad, yeah.
I actually like this house. It's cute, actually.
It's really cute. You know, this would be, if the market wasn't so crazy, it would be a perfect rental.
Yeah.
You know, but the problem is with the market right now is like, okay, you pay $420, you got to remodel it. Say we put 30 instead of 60 into it, you're in at $460, and it only rents for maybe $2,800, $3,000 a month.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So the ROI is just not there. With the interest rates being what they are, you know, you're not going to cash flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you mentioned that you lived in this one?
I do, right now, yeah. So we got this a wholesale deal from one of our VAs. We wholesaled it to a buddy of ours. I was at the time moving my office and my apartment, so I was like in a transition period. Yeah. I was like, dang, like I don't have anywhere to go, you know? So I called my buddy, I was like, hey, can I buy it back from you, right? And we'd already profited like 20 grand on the wholesale. He's like, yeah, you could buy it back from me, but at full retail. And I'm like, come on, bro, you know? And I'm like, so he's like, look, he's like, I'll remodel the main house, right? He's like, but if you want, I'll give you the plans that I have, and I can show you in a little. When we actually just drove by his house right around the corner. He's like, I'll give you the plans for a master bedroom addition for free, right? So you don't have to pay an architect or anything, and you can build a master bedroom addition and create a bunch of equity, and then refi, keep it as a rental, or flip it, right? And then I'll move, obviously. So yeah, so I'm gonna move in a couple of months as soon as the addition's done. So because right now, and I'll show you in a minute. But basically, this is, and I don't know if you remember the first house that we looked at.
Can we turn on some of the lights?
Yeah. So basically, that first house that we looked at, this is like the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, interesting.
So if you think about, if you remember, this was kind of the main area. Remember the exposed brick?
Yep.
So same exact floor plan down there. You have your 3 bedrooms, your 2 bathrooms, exactly the same. And then on that one though, we're blowing this out further. Yeah. And the kitchen will go out further. So on this one, I told him, I was like, hey, like, because I wanted to just buy it, right? So I was like, don't blow it out, like, don't do anything, like, just frickin' finish it and let me buy it. So I bought it, he finished it, the inside, and then I started building the addition. So all he did was he added the laundry room. So this used to all be garage.
Got it.
And then he basically put that wall in, raised the concrete, made this a laundry room. I'm installing this wall here. This will be like, I'm gonna frame it all in. And then that will be the entrance to the master bedroom addition.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll show you that.
Now I noticed that first house that we looked at was actually concrete. So this is not concrete.
That one's not. Yep, this one's just regular.
Okay.
Yep.
And the reason why I bring this up because it gets so hot, and I noticed on some of these investment properties that I was actually looking at, like 20, 30 unit buildings, you used to have a lot of turnaround. The reason why you had turnaround is because when you have brick, what happens is your rents have to be a little bit lower.
Interesting.
And the reason why is because it gets so hot, the heat absorbs it.
Wow.
You have air conditioning that's running and it's costing the tenants more money. So now you're losing money because they have to pay more in electricity. So now to compensate that, your rents are lower. So your returns are going to be a lot lower, if that makes sense. So that's what I realized by looking at some of these. So now I don't focus on anything with bricks for investment properties.
Interesting.
So that was kind of my analogy I wanted to show.
Especially if you were going to keep it as a rental.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Because now, when it comes to apartment buildings, you're trying to extract as much money as you can, so that way you have that lower cap rate. So now you can sell it for more money. But that was one of the problems that I was actually running into in Vegas.
Interesting.
So I just wanted to share that with you. So.
I like that. No, I've never even thought about that. So don't buy brick rental properties. So I just did this synthetic turf. I've made that kind of like a little cornhole, area. I just cleaned it all up pretty much, and then we started building the addition.
Yeah, I like this because this is just clean and simple.
Exactly.
Low maintenance.
So this will be a 4-3, like what I was talking about. Unfortunately, we don't have any lights in here right now.
Yeah.
But that hallway that I showed you ago, that door will be right there. So you'll walk into the main house right there.
Okay, cool.
That'll obviously be drywall, it won't be stucco.
Yeah.
And then, so this was a patio at one point. Like the patio extended into, like right here. So yeah, pretty much this will be the master bedroom. You've got some windows. And then I actually decided on this to go all out on the bathroom.
Well, this is going to be a pretty large bathroom.
Really large.
Okay.
Yeah. So this entire thing's going to be, this is going to be a 13-foot shower.
Yes, this is really dope.
With 2 rain heads.
Okay.
And it's going to be freaking badass. You're going to have the glass all the way. And it's going to look really freaking cool.
So it looks like your hot coats here. I love this long soapbox here. This is pretty dope.
Yep. I had them actually, when they first did it, they didn't do this, and I had them come back out and redo it.
Dude, this is perfect because I'm starting to see a lot of these soapboxes.
The long ones.
Large. Yeah. Well, hey, man, I just want to say thanks.
Of course.
For giving us the opportunity to meet up with you, man. I can't wait to bring you out to Vegas and get together.
Yeah, dude, we're going to be in Vegas in a couple weeks. Yeah.
All right, guys, if you guys want more video content like this, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to have Austin's contact information in the description with all his companies, so check him out on his YouTube channel. Is there anything you want to say?
Man, hey, just get out there and make your goals and your dreams a reality. Anybody can do it.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Boom.
That's a cut. You guys.
Bring around the rosy, pockets full like OD. I can move just how I move, cause don't nobody know me. Low key. Still do more numbers than your fate. You can hate, but you can't say that I've been missing any place. Any fool, what it do? Moving quick, bustin' moves, steps ahead, cause I'm not working while you trying to catch a snooze. Keep it smooth, not concerned with other dudes or what they do.